All right, so recap, trade review. We had FOMC today. Big wick down on the QQQ. Ended up closing pretty decent. Initial move was bullish. Then they sold it off, ramped it back up, sold it off, and then came back up, took out high of day, and closed just slightly below the previous high of day. Or the previous, or yeah, the 9:30 high. IWM ramped up almost to new all-time highs today. Very close, then came back down. Didn't close as good as QQQ. Closed pretty down. But overall, not that bad. Pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, nothing crazy for IWM. Cypher still holding full position. This is pretty much carrying my port. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, this is pretty much carrying my port right now. Wolf, new highs finally coming out of this little consolidation. Iron, new high, still holding, still holding. AHR, still holding. Run, went up pretty well pre-FOMC, and then after FOMC it went up pretty well, but then closed pretty weak, kind of like IWM. I'm giving it to low a day, and if it doesn't go, I'll just cut it. DK still holding, made new highs, but just closed slightly below yesterday's close. Not doing anything wrong here yet. VSAT, I sold my VSAT this morning at break even, and then I rebought it when it took out the inside day high. I didn't want to take a loss on it because I was up 2R on it, so I was like, fuck it. Move my stop to break even. That's what I did. So unfortunately, I bought back higher, but I did risk 1% on today's buy. If it should hold today's low. You wicked off the 10 moving average, you took out the inside candle. I'm expecting a push to new highs tomorrow. If it's gonna get going, it should go tomorrow. I shouldn't waste any more time. Sound, I bought this over the this close level, this high volume close right here. Came right up to these highs, 1551. The highs are 1553. 1553 that we hit 1551 today, so we did not take out those highs. I think this is addable over those highs, and I will probably look to add over that. Reddit, so I was holding Reddit before, but I got shook out today. It came back all the way down to my average. I cut it break even, and then quite literally to the minute. So this is where it takes out my average, this candle, and then the very next candle, I guess it gets news or something, and little spikes to a new high a day. So yeah, and it closed pretty well. But I was up pretty good on this, so there was just no way I was gonna let that come back and take me out for a loss. So that is what it is for that one. You can't do much about that because I was just trying to protect my my realized gains. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna let that go back on me for a loss. Ends up reversing, happens. Focus list for tomorrow, METC. I bought it back here, and then it came up, and it stopped me out break even, and then now it's just consolidated, lost a 20, reclaimed, and it's tightened up. It's kind of built this little mini flag here. This little mini flag, it's pretty tight. The volume's not dead, but you know, it's based really right at new highs. It's shown it can make a linear move up, you know, right here, right here, right here, and it started to try to right here, and now it's pretty tight. So above this inside candle high, I will buy at least 0.5%, if not 1% risk position, and it's a pretty clean level because this level corresponds with these old highs. So it's a pretty clean level, I feel like. Takes this level out, it should take out the highs, and you know, we'll see 30 plus. BBBY, this is kind of a random name, but like it made a 40%, 42% move up in 5 days, and then it pulled back on really light volume. Look at the pullback. Volume is really light, and then now it's formed an inside thin candle right on this 20 moving average. So I think this looks pretty good. HVC level right here, or aka this wick as well. Nice little high tight flag in my opinion, and it's pretty clean. It moves linearly. We see right here as well, made a linear 65% move up in only 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions. So I think it's fine to trade. $20 million volume, not the most liquid, but more liquid than the other stocks I've been trading. Which also, I was going to talk about that. I also did try to buy StoopX today at the open. I'm just not going to trade these illiquid names anymore. Like, if it doesn't have at least $15 million volume average last 5 days, I'm just not going to touch it. I bought this on the 1 minute highs, and it just stopped me out. So I'm done fucking with I'm not gonna fuck with these illiquid names anymore. It's just not even worth my time. There's just no point. So it has to at least be 15 mil plus. This is 20 mil, so not the most, but it does meet that criteria. VSAT, it's like formed a nice little flag here. I think it's actually still buyable over 33.89 or this high right here, the 33.85. I think it's viable over 33.85. These highs, lower highs, and it's forming higher lows. Nice and tight. The volume's contracted a lot, and it's tight. It's shown it can make linear moves. 1, 2, 3, and now tight. Pulled into the 20, surfing the 10. Inside candle, and we will see if it can push for higher. And yeah, and I'd consider I'd probably add like a 0.5% over 33.85. I think I'd buy more. Sound. So yeah, so sound again. I said I think it's still buyable over 15.53, which is this high right here. Over that high, and I would take probably another 0.5% position. I did a 0.5% starter today. ONDS, not exactly sure how to feel about this one. It does have like this kind of mini flag, I feel like, with higher lows and then lower highs. You know, tried to break out right here and just came back, pulled into this 10. Not the tightest candle, but I think decently tight. I would probably try some over this trend line breakout. I would try some over this. I would just try some over previous high today. I would try some. I think it's decent, not the best, not the worst. It's decently tight. The volume's not fully contracted, but I think it's fine. This is probably the tightest it's gonna get. This thing hasn't been able to go get very tight at all when giving entries, so this is pretty tight. And again, it's retested this level right here, that level. I just like the flag, to be honest. I think it looks good, and this is a strong name. And again, very linear momentum, sideways, and we'll see if it can bust out, make a move for like $8. We'll see. That's all I got. So appreciate it.